You've got your legs, your helmet, and your bike. But do you have the skills needed to ride in traffic? Can Bike Manitoba presents Bike Handling, a user's guide to riding a bike. Simple things like riding in a straight line are way more complex once you're on a sketchy surface and surrounded by traffic. So find an empty parking lot or plane hangar and take your wheels for a spin. Try riding in a straight line while keeping your eyes focused 10 to 15 meters ahead of you. Practice until you can do it in your sleep. Riding a bike while sleeping is not recommended. Please remember to stay awake at all times. Think you've mastered riding in a straight line? Try it again, but this time check over your left shoulder and face forward again. Are you still riding on the line? Now try checking over your right shoulder. These quick checks let you know if it's safe to move in and out of traffic. At some point, you'll be tired of riding in a straight line. It's important to let the cars around you know well in advance when you want to make your move. To signal a left turn, stick your left arm out. To signal a right turn, stick your right arm out. Just point in the direction that you want to go. To signal that you're about to stop, angle your left arm down 90 degrees. You should always shoulder check before and after signaling. Remember to first shoulder check, signal, shoulder check again, and finally turn with both hands on the bars. When turning, make sure your inside pedal is up and away from the ground, so you don't drag it on the pavement. You're getting closer to riding on the road, but first you need to practice your hazard dodging skills. When you're riding in traffic, you need to be able to avoid obstacles without colliding with cars around you. To practice, grab some old shoes, a garden gnome, and a priceless family heirloom. Set them about 3 meters apart in a straight line, and ride around them as smoothly as you can. Start slowly and increase your speed as you get better. Once you've mastered that, it's time to level up to the rock dodge. Grab a small obstacle and place it on the pavement. Ride in a straight line up to the obstacle, and just before hitting it, quickly turn your wheel around it. Start slow and try dodging in both directions until you feel confident in your rock dodging abilities. If you ride about a meter away from the curb and watch the road well ahead of you, you should be able to dodge most hazards. Now for those moments when something suddenly jumps in front of you, you'll need to learn the instant turn. This is helpful when a dog or a car or a goat suddenly wanders into your path. To get the feeling for this maneuver, first try it without your bike. To turn right, lift your right knee and point it where you want to go. Lean into the turn and push down on your outside foot and down on the inside handlebar. Your body will naturally tip to the right. Just don't fall over. If you're quite fond of the skin on your elbows and knees, you might want to put some pads on before trying this next maneuver on your bike. Now hop onto your ride and let's try this at low speed. With your right knee lifted and your left pedal down, lean into the turn and drop your inside shoulder. Once you've got that down, try turning the other way. Keep practicing until you feel like a pro. Hopefully you'll never need to use the instant turn. 2 is usually better than 1. 2 shoes, 2 scoops, 2 goats, and with brakes, 2 is always better than 1. When using both brakes, 75% of your stopping power comes from the front brake, which leaves 25% for the back brake. But which brake lever is which? Remember, right, rear. The right brake lever controls the rear brake. It's important to know how to stop quickly, so you need to learn how hard you can brake before your tires lock up. This is called threshold braking. There are 2 keys to threshold braking: getting your weight over the rear wheel and finding the right balance of front and rear brake pressure. In an empty parking lot, choose a line on the clean pavement as a stopping target. Once you're close to the line, align your pedals parallel to the ground and shift your weight off the seat and over the rear wheel while squeezing both brakes. A bit of rear tire skid is a good thing, but if your rear wheel skids too easily, you might not be shifting your weight back far enough. So move your butt further back. Keep practicing until you feel confident in your stopping skills. The surface you're riding on dramatically affects your stopping power. If you're riding on a wet, sandy, icy, or oily surface, you won't be able to stop as quickly as you might think. By applying less pressure to your front brake, your front tire won't lock up as easily on these types of surfaces. If your front wheel does lock up, chances are you're in for a date with the pavement, so brake smoothly. Alright, you've signaled, dodged, and braked. Now it's time to take your skills to the road. Have fun, ride safely,